here in Week 0. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, the Raging Cajuns head coach told me pregame he knows that they are not one of the Power 4 conferences, but they are here to prove they can compete with anyone. His team is fired up and ready to prove they are just as good as this top-ranked team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Discards him with the stiff arm. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Tigers offense will have the ball first. And this guy is a big, and I mean big, target. Trey'Dez Green. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of the gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Here's a give to Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It'll be third and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. So the Raging Cajuns offense takes the field for the first time in this game.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The read option right to start this drive. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Reagan. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Hands it off on the counter. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's caught. It's Jensen. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air, it's Winfield. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The give to the back. LSU will get a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass. Using the quick game. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
The inside handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Stepping to the right. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll run it with Caden Durham. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Running inside, it's Reagan. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wide open spaces. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Handoff, Caden Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the Louisiana sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game.
Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Winfield. Makes the catch, it's Jensen. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On first down, it's Durham again. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Right on the money. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rides the option, he keeps it. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Rice Owls.
The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Raging Cajuns head coach told me at the half, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The run inside. It's Reagan.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
Good thought that time there by the quarterback. 3rd and short, you're expecting the defense to be in man coverage, and of course that's the best coverage to take off and scramble and run on. So with this quarterback's athleticism and with his mind and football IQ, it's all coming together, helping this offense stay on the field.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
and have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The sure hands, it's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really just struggled.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Bought a little time, lets it go. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. Fair catch, called for and made. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. That's caught, it's Green. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Fakes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisiana sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Road.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Louisiana! Get all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
LSU 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Under fire. Gonna let it fly. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Caught on the left side by Wilson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Winfield. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Creates a little space. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
He's going to run it. Crosses to 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the play on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And then the fans were holding their breath. One possession game, a chance to continue to stay alive, and they just get it. How about the awareness? Nice job knowing where the first down marker is, and the QB taking off on the big fourth down and giving these fans some more life and some more hope.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Sends it downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep.
He'll take a shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Needed just a little more distance on the driver. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume.